Clementina, one more thing that I think about how important it is to have the ethical practices along being sustainable as a brand.
How important is it? It's
Yeah,
everything.
how important it
It's
is.
it goes hand in hand. I mean, even I
Right.
mean, you could be a sustainable brand that's using organic materials, that's
Hmm.
natural dyes,
Right.
but if you're just not being ethical, in your manufacturing, your production, you're not treating your workers properly,
Right.
then you're not a sustainable brand. I don't
Right.
care how good your materials are or how it's overall it's the whole picture, it's the whole story.
Right.
You have to have it all, the ethical, the production, the manufacturing, all of it has to go. It's a circular
Right.
loop.
I
So yeah, and there's been a lot of issues with that too. I mean, that's a whole nother subject. You
right.
have workers that are being exposed to these chemicals, these harms. You have these blue toxic rivers that are,
Right.
or I should say, black waters. In other countries, you have Indonesia, you have places throughout the world, where fast fashion brands manufacture,
Hmm.
and they completely destroy the environment around them, around these cities, and exposing these the people that live there, with
Right.
all these harms. So yeah, there's a lot of unethical practices that are part of fast fashion. So it's not
Right.
just the production, the overproduction, it's also
Hmm.
the unethical.
Right. Yeah, because I also get into a lot in contact a lot of brands. They say that we are sustainable, and of course, sometimes they do with their material, but the factories they work with, they don't support the ethical production. So I says that it does not complete, the mission behind it because you have to be more sustainable, of course, but being ethical too, because a human being, they should get their rights. It's not
Yeah, human
something
it, it,
that
it
you
impacts human rights. And there's
right.
I'm trying to remember the figures. I think it's a 4 point something million
Hmm.
children that are working in these factories,
Right. I
basically
was one of
sweatshop.
them. I
Oh,
remember.
see, you
Yes.
could just you I would love to hear your story, and I know people that worked in these sweatshops, and I'm thinking of one particular person. She shared her story, and she was saying that when she actually couldn't remember how old she was. She was maybe like 10 or 12,
Hmm.
and she said that she would remember because she couldn't leave where she was making the clothing. She couldn't leave at all, and so she
Right.
would be in this 10 by 10 space with you know three other workers, and they would sleep on top of the t-shirts that were being made, and she said she would go to sleep crying on them, and sometimes she would wish that she'd be like, if those that have that are buying these shirts, if they could feel my tears, they would stop. They would stop
Wow.
this, and it was
Man,
so, it was
I
that
can
was
feel her
so.
pain.
Yeah, but and I'd love to hear your story because it's just, I mean, you understand it, you get it.
I totally do.
Yeah.
And the, I mean, that's if you're buying a T-shirt, just think about it for a consumer perspective. If you're buying a T-shirt, and that costs you $2, can you explain me the math that you think it's the ethically made the $2 T-shirt? How can it
Oh,
be?
it can't. It comes at the cost. It comes at the cost of the worker. That's so if you're buying something that's like retail in the stores, that's $10, like it's like say a $5 or $10 t-shirt. And you're like looking at it and you're like, wow, this is so cheap. Like this is really hard to believe. How did anybody make this for the well, it came at a cost.
Right.
It's someone else's livelihood that it's costing them. It's costing them their health, their freedom, because
Right.
this is enslavement. I mean, when you
Exactly.
have, it's just not, it's not an ethical way of living. It's not human justice. It's not human rights. It's no one, no one should be in that situation
Right.
where they're forced to work those long hours and
Right.
at such a young age.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're giving up so much. So yeah, if you see a $5 t-shirt, just know that no, there's no way possible. You know, when they say if something's too good, there's something that's just, it's just not something
Not good to be
not
true.
right about it.
Right.
Yes, it's too good to be
Right.
true.
Right.
And you have to go with that. It is. It's not ethically made.